Wonderful morning to everybody. Welcome to pre-market outlook discussion for the day. 11th of December 2025, which is having a memorable day going to be for every day traders and the positional traders. Why? Because of the 14th November's high and low, we have discussed already in many occasions. That was 25,940 was the high and 25,740 was the low. Until it is decisively breaking below the low point consecutively for 2 days in a row, there is nothing to worry about any negative trend like we have already mentioned and discussed. But just look back the market. Even though it has broken the 25,740 by the low of, it has already marked as 25,728, 734. So these are all the lows made by the Nifty in the recent 2 sessions consecutively, but it could not close below the 25,740. What was the impact actually? The real impact of the low that was maintained or held by the Nifty is giving an impact in the immediate session itself, that is today, that it is having a gap up open. Only because of these dates, important or key dates we are providing, in that particular dates, high and low is acting as a trend decider for the benchmark index even, not a single sectoral index we are speaking about. A benchmark index like Nifty and Sensex are actually clearly respecting the levels of the particular date we are discussing or reporting in our monthly market outlook report. So that is acting well is the result we can have discussed here. By the way of respecting that particular point, the 14th November's one and that 25,740 until it is closing below for the 2 consecutive days. Every dips, if it is happening, can be utilized for accumulating or giving a fresh entry in terms of Nifty stocks or in any other stocks also apart from Nifty. So that would be a greater beneficiary one for those who have been taking attempt in this kind of support and resistance level we have been discussing. That's it. The market actually camped just above the major support, that was the 25,740. And the direction is next. We have provided in our report's first sentence itself, the direction is next. As Nifty closed just above the major support point, the trend and all keeping in a watch and act mode and holding 25,740 on the daily closing basis, we have mentioned here also, that may invite a structured rebound. This is the starting of that kind of structured rebound. We can see what are all the other kind of actions following with today's action. And while in case the breakdown happened as expected or as predicted, that may be the chance for the negative trend or a bearish trend one can actually experience, but that is not happening. So it is very comfortable one for the long traders. Even though if you are not actually used or utilized the low happened, nothing to worry. You can actually make use of the further highs after 26,000 breakout. But that means after retesting the previous high of 26,000, 26,100, 150, 300, all this way the resistance actually formed. So one by one, if it is getting broken, there onwards you can try to accumulate further for averaging your existing positions. So today the opening session is very happiest one for those who have already holding the positions in a bigger way or in a lighter way. Anyhow, the gap up open will be in a limelight for the Nifty's further trend. After opening, what would be happening means the trend as long as holding 25,740, chances for making or inching towards 26,000 would be rising today, and one can enjoy with a buy on dip strategy applying every dip meaningfully, if it is giving like a 50 to 100 points in any 1 hour time frame, the Nifty is giving, means there one can try to involve in the buying. There onwards, the buying or a bounce based attempts may be expected towards this 26,000 as a core resistance point in today's trade. Anyhow, the consolidation also expected for few hours until otherwise the range bound activity between 25,740 to 26,000 one can expect. Once the 26,000 level getting breaks, means there onwards 26,300 would be the next attempt by the Nifty would be taken, because this is not a course of resistance point we are having near to that particular current level like 26,000 or 26,150. These are all not a strong capping, we can say. The strong capping only lying around 26,300. So that's it. And from the positional perspective, as I described earlier, so it is better to keep focusing on 25,700 as a whole. And as long as Nifty is trading above this point, one can treating the lows and all, if it happens, to accumulate a fresh entry also can be made. And after breaking the 25,700, in case even a single day it is actually closing also, is indicating that the positional traders should reduce the position, no need to totally exit. But if you are seeing the 25,700 level is getting broken but not getting closed, means it is better to reduce your position hereafter. The weightage can be reduced or trimmed out because of the caution is rising further. The continuous attempt towards breaking the important support of 25,740 or 700 zone. So that would be a signal for a sharp downside that may happen after it is making a clear breakdown of 25,700. That's it for the positional traders. See, today major sectors will be actually participating. Across the sectors, we can see the selective buying or broad-based buying, whatever the thing may be. But the primary sectors like banking, finance would be in a higher way to move the markets, along with IT. IT in a mixed way, one can see like profit booking also can be expected from mid-cap oriented IT stocks, and the large cap IT stocks may be holding the momentum but may not be seeing any continued upside momentum. So IT would be in the mixed way. Realty may be giving a slight upside. Anyway, the sell on rise is still on there for the realty stocks. It is better to utilize any huge upside if the stocks under the realty sector is giving, means you should utilize that particularly for booking profits. And the metal would be maximum focused with the positive intention, because the metal stocks starting with the aluminum till the iron and iron ore or otherwise mining related companies like from Hindustan Zinc and Hindustan Copper, all the way the metal sector will be in a bullish manner today. One can expect participating in the long and even building further accumulation basis also can be done under the metal sector oriented stocks. Energy, with the support of Reliance Industries, ONGC, and OMCs like BPCL, HPCL are already in the way of giving a mild correction. Let's see whether yesterday's lows and all actually getting held by OMCs like Hindustan Petroleum and BPCL, means a sharp bounce can be expected. But conversely, yesterday's low, once broken by this BPCL HPH stock, means you can aware that the stock may be giving a sharp correction at least by 3%. So apart from the sectors discussed now, day traders can also focus in the below listed stocks which are all having a technical based behavior analysis, also with some news based one like Hindustan Zinc, ICICI Prudential Life, Tata Steel, Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders, KEE Industries, LIC of India, Ashoka Buildcon, Keynes Technology, Dixon Technologies, MCX. See, major stocks actually available for trading opportunities. What can utilize this? So keeping strict stop loss would be always advised to make your risk effectively. So that's it from today's pre-market discussion. So we'll be anyhow meeting for the final session of this week on the Nifty and Sensex in tomorrow's one. Until then, we wish everyone to have a successful trading day. Take care. Bye-bye.